want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face.
The only thing
Would you
wrong
please
with my
hold
big
still a
brother
minute,
Charlie
Charlie
Brown
Brown?
is a
I
Did you
want
know that
Linus to
Charlie
study
Brown
your
has never
face.
picked a
You're
winning
happy in
baseball
this
game,
confidence.
never
I feel
had to
your
cut
face.
hair,
No,
he
that's
never
not
won
superiority.
street,
Oh,
never
look,
successfully funded a
the
baseball
default
team.
stupidity of
Stupidity
confidence.
superiority
I would
is
say
confidence.
That's better. Some days I wake up early and watch the sunrise, and I think how beautiful it is and how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance. The sky is so clear and the sun is so bright. How can anything go wrong on a day like this? I'm late!
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of reminder we need. You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed. You're a good man, Charlie Brown, and we know you will go very far. Yes, it's hard to believe, almost frightening to conceive what a good man you are.
You are kind!
You are kind to all the animals and every little bird. With a heart of gold, you believe what you're told.
Every single solitary word.
You bravely face adversity, you're cheerful through the day. You're thoughtful, brave, and courteous.
And you also have some thoughts, but for the moment, let's just say
That you're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a prince, and the prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go out and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be.
Everybody says to me,
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
every voice in harmony.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
All I need is one more try. Gotta get that kite to fly. And I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily. Wonder why they stop to say,
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
never liked me anyway.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Trying not to rock the boat, not to make a scene. A good man, yes, but I confess I don't know what they mean. I wanna rise like I should and do everything right, but I lie awake at night,
Never sleep.
with questions in my ear,
Loud and deep,
I wanna join the dance,
take the leap.
but the answer isn't clear. Then I hear
Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown.
You're a good man,
You're
Charlie
a
Brown.
good man,
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Get on the bus!
get on the bus.
Go ahead, get on the bus, Charlie Brown.
Don't want to be late for school.
That's right. Don't want to be late.
Don't want to be late for school. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
There go a
You're
good
the kind of reminder we need.
Don't know what
We
they
have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that is very rare indeed.
between.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Don't understand.
You're a prince, and a prince could be king. With a heart such as yours, you could open any doors. You could go out and do anything. You could be King Charlie Brown. You could be
Last
king.
forever.
You could be
Good things
king.
must end.
Believe it.
I've memorized that phrase by heart.
And you were born for this part.
So tell me.
You're a good man.
I need to know where.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
When do the good things start?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
This is my report on the past. The past has always interested people. must admit, however, that I don't know much about it. I wasn't here when it happened.
I think lunchtime is about the worst time of day for me. Always having to sit here, alone. Of course, mornings aren't so pleasant either. Lying there and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never even got out of bed. Then there's the night, too. Lying there and thinking about all the stupid things I've done during the day, and all those hours in between when I do all those stupid things. Well, lunchtime is among the worst times of day for me. Well, I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. You know, some psychiatrists say people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, the peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. Boy, the PTA sure did a good job of painting these benches. There's that cute little red-haired girl eating her lunch over there. I wonder what she would do if I went over and asked if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty spot next to her on the bench. There's no reason why I couldn't just go over and sit there. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she wouldn't even think of looking at me. She hardly ever does look at me. In fact, I can't remember her ever looking at me. Well, why shouldn't she look at me? Is there any reason in the world why she shouldn't look at me? Is she so great and I'm so small that she can't spare one little... She's looking at me. She's looking at me.
You're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party. The one I'm talking about was the very light blue one, and it had the design embroidered around the waist.
I don't remember.
Something like this. And the skirt went out like this. And it had these puffy sleeves and a sash like this.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Well, I was wearing that dress last week when I met Frida, and she told me she'd seen one.
Lunchtime is among the worst times of day for me. If that little red-haired girl is looking at me with this stupid bag over my head, she must think I'm the biggest fool alive. But if she isn't looking at me, maybe I could take it off quickly, and she'd never notice. On the other hand, I can't tell if she's looking until I take it off. Then again, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she was looking. On the other hand, it is very hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Oh well, one more lunch hour over with. Only 2,863 to go. All I need is one more try. Gotta get that kite to fly. And I'm not the kind of guy who gives up easily.
Do you know something, Schroeder? I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a man who plays the piano. At parties, he plays something nice like April showers. I know you could play something nice like April showers. Or even Beethoven's nice, too. Just imagine, what would you think if someday you and I should get married? Wouldn't you like that if someday we two should get married? My Aunt Marian was right. Never discuss marriage with a musician.
Happiness is a fleeting thing, Sally, but I think that a man can really come closer to it by directing all forces of his life to one single goal that he truly believes in. I also think that a man's search for happiness isn't a selfish thing either, because if he can find happiness in his life, he can help others to find it in theirs. Does this make sense to you?
We had spaghetti at our house 3 times this week.
A princess sort of thing. A white dress, nice slippers, and a big ballroom, but I guess that's sort of silly, isn't it, Charlie Brown?
No. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, well, we all have our little daydreams or ambitions or whatever you want to call them. There's one I've had myself for years, but I've never told anyone.
What, Charlie Brown? You can tell me.
No, it's not the sort of thing I should tell. No, I don't think I should.
Oh, come on. I wouldn't give it away. Come on, please.
All right. Well, I've always wanted to be called Flash. I hate the name Charlie. I'd like to be so good at everything that all around school I'd be known as Flash. I'd like to be so athletic that everyone would call me Flash. And
Hey, Frida, listen to this.
What's the matter, Sally?
Well, I don't know. I was jumping rope, everything was all right, and then it all suddenly seemed so futile.
Beethoven used to be fond of taking long walks in the country, always inspired by the beautiful sounds of the countryside.
You blockhead, come back here with that ball!
Beethoven had it nice.
I think I'm losing my flavor!
Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Woof! Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
Oh, Snoopy, you're so adorable.
All right, Snoopy, back on your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is.
They like me, I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things turn out so well? Pleasant day, pretty sky, life goes on. Here I lie, not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Faithful friends, always near me, bring me bones, scratch my ear. Little birds come to cheer me every day. Sitting here on my stomach, their sharp little claws, which are usually cold, occasionally painful. Sometimes there's so many, I can hardly stand it. Rats! I feel every now and then that I gotta bite someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. I'd stay very
very still till I see a victim come. I'd wait knowing very well every second counts. And then like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce! I'd pounce! I'd pounce! Yeah. You know, I never realized how far down to the ground it was from up here. Let me see. Where was I? Oh, that's right. Not bad at all. Cozy home, board and bed, sturdy roof beneath my head. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I wonder if it will snow tonight.
I think I'll just walk right up to that little red-haired girl and introduce myself. I think I'll introduce myself, and then I think I'll ask her to come over here and sit next to me. I think I'll ask her to sit by me, and then I think I'll tell her how much I've always admired her. I think I'll flap my arms and fly to the moon.
Yesterday I was a dog. Today I'm a dog. Tomorrow I'll probably still be a dog. There's just so little hope for advancement.
Today is April Fool's Day, Charlie Brown. I think I'll play a trick on you. I think I'll try a little trick. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? You understand today is April Fool's Day, and I'm going to play a trick on you. You sure? Okay, I just wanted to make sure you understand. Hey, guess what? That little redhead girl is over there, and she wants to give you a hug and a kiss.
Really? Wow, this is fantastic.
April Fools, just like shooting fish in a barrel.
Snoopy, do you see this stick? I, the human being, will throw the stick, and you, the dog, will retrieve it.
The dog could not be less interested.
I got it.
You give me back my blanket.
No, I got it, and I'm going to keep it. This is just the start you need to help you break this disgusting habit.
Apparently you haven't read the latest scientific reports. A child's blanket is as important as a hobby is to an adult. Many a man spends his time fixing up old automobiles, or collecting antique telephones, or building model trains, or even studying about the Civil War. This is called playing with the past.
Really?
Certainly, and this helps these men to cope with their everyday problems. Now, I think it is going to be absolutely necessary for me to have my blanket back. So I'll just give it a good yank. It's amazing what you can accomplish with some smooth talking and fast action. Got you back again. Delightful. La 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 la. Sucking your thumb without a blanket is like eating a cone without any ice cream. My blanket and me. What do you mean? It's a cozy sanctuary, but it's far from necessary, 'cause I'm just as self-reliant as before. As a simple demonstration of my independent station, I will go and leave my blanket on the floor. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it, though I know you won't believe it. I'll just walk away and leave it on the floor. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yes, I'll walk away and leave it on the. Don't ever let me do that again.
You're a hopeless cause, Linus.
I thought I could do it. I actually thought I could do it. My blanket.
And me.
And me.
And me. And me.
And me.
Linus, do you know what I intend to be? I intend to be queen. When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. I'll live in this big palace and have this big front lawn, and I'll have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach,
Lucy.
all the people will wave, and I'll shout at them.
Lucy, I believe queen is an inherited title. Yes, I'm quite sure. A person can only become queen by being born into the correct family with the proper lineage so that they can take over after the death of the former monarch. I can't think of any way that you could ever be queen.
And in the summertime, I'll go to my summer palace, and I'll wear my crown and swimming and everything. And when I go outside, all of the people will cheer, and I'll shout at them,
I'm sorry, but it's true.
There must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic.
Good grief.
I bet it's just a matter of knowing the right people. I bet a few well-placed pieces of correspondence, and I'll be queen in no time. But if I can't be queen, then I'll be rich. I'll work and work until I'm very rich, and I'll buy myself a queendom. Yes, I'll buy myself a queendom, and I'll kick out the old queen, and I'll take over the whole operation myself, and I will be head queen. Now, go make me a sandwich.
You can't tell me to do that. What makes you think you can say that to me?
You see these 5 fingers? Individually, they are nothing. But when I curl them together into a single unit, they become a fighting force terrible to behold.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Sculpture. May I ask a question? Was I judged on the piece of sculpture itself? If so, is it not true that time alone can judge a work of art? Or was I judged on my talent? If so, is it right that I be judged on a part of life which I have no control? If I was judged on my effort, then I was judged unfairly, for I tried as hard as I could. Perhaps I was judged on what I had learned about the project. Now, is this also not unfair? Were not you, my teacher, also judged on your ability to transmit your knowledge to me? Are you willing to share my sea? Perhaps I was judged on the quality of the coat hanger itself out of which my creation was made. Now, is this also not unfair? Am I to be judged on the quality of the coat hangers used by the dry cleaning establishment that returns our garments? Is that not the responsibility of my parents? Should they not share my sea? Thank you, Miss Othmar. The squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Little more speed, little more rope, little more wind, little more hope. Gotta get this stupid kite to fly. Gotta make sure it doesn't snag, doesn't droop, doesn't drag. Gotta watch out for every little whoops. Little more speed, little more tack, little less rise, little more slack. Gotta keep my wits about me now. Gotta make sure it doesn't get the best of me till I get it in the air somehow. Millions of little kids do it every day. They make a kite and poof, it's in the sky. Leave it to me to have the one fool kite who likes to see a little kid cry. Little less talk, little more skill, little less luck, little more will. Gotta face this fella eye to eye. Now that I've seen you chasing moles, climbing trees, digging holes, catching your string on everything passing by, why not Wait a minute. What's it doing? It isn't on the ground. It isn't in a tree. It's in the air. Look at that.
are you today, Sally?
I'm mad! I'm mad at the whole world!
Are you mad at everyone in the whole world?
I'm mad at everyone!
Well, are you mad at all the animals and the birds and the fish? What about all the trees and the flowers?
I'm mad at them too! I'm mad at everything!
Well, are you mad at the sky too and all the stars everywhere? What about the ground and all the rocks? Are you mad at cars and buildings and TV and circuses and roller skates and bracelets?
You didn't mention jump ropes.
Well, are you mad at jump
I'm
ropes?
especially mad at stupid jump ropes!
Happy Valentine's Day, Lucy. This is for you. That doesn't sound right. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. You can do it if you just don't get nervous. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. Take it easy. You can do this. This is for you, Lucy. Merry Christmas. Good grief. I'd give anything for that little red-haired girl to send me a Valentine. Maybe she did send me one. It's in our mailbox right now. I'm afraid to look. If I look and there's nothing there, I'll be crushed. On the other hand, if she did send me one, oh, I've got to look. Hello? Nothing echoes like an empty mailbox.
I've been thinking about why you didn't get any Valentines, big brother, and I think I figured it out. You didn't get any Valentines because no one sent you any.
I can't stand it. Look at them laughing and enjoying their Valentines over there. I sent a Valentine to every person I know this year, and did I get any in return? No, not one. I did not get one single Valentine. Everybody gets Valentines but me. Nobody likes me. I get about as many Valentines as a dog. My stomach hurts. Oh, Lucy, I'm so depressed. Everything is going wrong. I don't know what to do.
I'm sorry to hear that, Charlie Brown. Maybe there's something that I can do to help. Maybe what you need most of all is to come right out and admit all the things that are wrong with you.
You really think that will help, Lucy?
Certainly.
All right, I'll try. I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually awful at parties and dances. I stand like a stick, or I cough, or I laugh, or I don't bring a present, or I spill the ice cream, or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream, oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly, blah, as me?
Well, that's okay for starters.
A starter?
Certainly. You don't think that mentioning a few superficial failings is gonna do you any good, do you? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Frida, or Shermie, or Linus, or Schroeder.
Or Lucy.
Or Lucy.
Or Snoopy.
Or... Wait a minute, Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Or Snoopy. Oh, why was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly...
Wait! You're not very much of a person.
That's certain.
But yet there is reason for hope.
There's hope?
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I'm me.
Yes, it's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're
better already. You're a true friend, Lucy. A true friend.
That would be 5 cents, please.
I couldn't decide if I wanted fudge, marble, chocolate, vanilla, rocky road, or butter pecan. I finally decided to try fudge marble. Then I had to choose between a plain cone or a sugar cone. I finally decided to try a sugar cone. Then what happened? I walked out the door and the whole thing fell on the sidewalk. Don't tell me my life isn't a Shakespearean tragedy.
Today is my grandfather's birthday.
And how old is he?
63. It's hard to believe he was once a human being.
Why is it that I always keep my supper in the red dish and my drinking water in the yellow dish? One of these days, I'm gonna put my supper in the yellow dish and my drinking water in the red dish. Life is just too short not to live it up a little.
Schroeder, do piano players make a lot of money?
Money? Who cares about the money? This is an art, you blockhead. I am playing great music, and playing great music is an art. Do you hear me? An art. Art, 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 art.
You fascinate me. What? What? What?
Call the principal and hand him the news. We've got a holiday that he can't refuse. A day of harmony, a day of music. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day?
A reverential mission.
Beethoven Day.
The hope of each musician. No more am I the only guy to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
Beethoven Day?
Yes, as in Ludwig von Beethoven, composer born 1770, died 1827, the eldest of three sons.
Whatever. Schroeder, I want you to know I'm on your side, and I want to help you publicity-wise with Beethoven's birthday. After all, this is a really big thing.
Thank you for your support, but I just don't want to see Beethoven's birthday commercialized.
Commercialized?
Yeah, the next thing you know, we'll be wearing Beethoven t-shirts.
Beethoven Day?
If you're wondering now, how do we start? Just blow the music till you know it by heart. We're gonna celebrate, we'll throw a party. Beethoven's birthday.
Beethoven Day.
And when you state the title,
Beethoven Day.
you hear a great recital. The right of every boy and girl to stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray. Beethoven Day. 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 A philharmonic rumble. Beethoven Day. A polyphonic jumble. A humble dedication as we stand up and say, hooray, Beethoven, hooray.
I got it. We'll demand full-page ads in every newspaper.
We can start a chain of Beethoven
We'll
superstores.
build a Beethoven theme park.
We can have a bake sale.
Wait! That's too commercial! Let's imagine it, that glorious hour, filled with emotion, yet inspired with power, when we all honor the man we adore, on the day we place the newest face on Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore.
Beethoven Day.
A moment of reflection.
Beethoven Day.
A classical injection. So facing this direction we begin.
Beethoven, hooray.
Musical collection, everybody
It's Beethoven
right of
Day.
every boy and girl to stand up and say hooray.
A time for celebrating Beethoven way. La 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 la.
everything.
Oh, good grief.
Come on, Snoopy. It's a magnificent day for chasing rabbits. The sun is shining, the air is clear, the fields and woodlands lie open and inviting.
If it's such a magnificent day, then why spoil it for the rabbits?
Come on, Snoopy. Where's that old thrill of the chase? Where's your spirit of adventure? What kind of dog are you anyway?
I'm a sleeping dog. You take it from there.
You should be ashamed of yourself wasting a perfect day like this. The scent is fresh, the trail is clear. Let's get out there and hunt us down a big old rabbit.
Oh, well, I guess she's determined. She may as well get her money's worth.
Attaboy, Snoopy. We ought to see lots of game today.
Rabbits?
Rabbits!
Rabbits.
A book report on Peter
A book
Rabbit.
report on Peter
A book report on Peter Rabbit.
A book report on Peter Rabbit.
Peter Rabbit is a stupid book about the stupid rabbit who steals vegetables from other people's gardens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 83 to go.
The name of a book about which this book report is about is Peter Rabbit, which is about this rabbit. I found it very. I like the part where it was it reminded me of Robin Hood. And the part where Little John jumped for the rock of the sheriff of Nottingham's back. And then Robin and everyone swung to the trees in a sudden surprise attack. And they captured the sheriff and all of his goods and they carried him back to their camp in the woods. And the sheriff was getting their dinner and all, but he wriggled away and he sounded the call and his men rushed in and the arrow flew. Peter Rabbit did sort of that kind of thing too.
The other people's name was the Greg. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
In examining a work such as Peter Rabbit, it is important that the superficial characteristics of its deceptively simple plot should not be allowed to blind the reader of its more substantial fabric and deeper motivations. In this report, I plan to discuss the sociological implications and family pressures so great as to drive an otherwise moral rabbit to perform acts of thievery which he consciously knew were against the law. I also plan to examine the personality of Mr. McGregor in his conflicting role as farmer and humanitarian.
If I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all. I'll get a fresh start tomorrow, and it's not due till Wednesday, so I'll have all of Tuesday unless something should happen. Why does this always happen? I should be outside playing, getting fresh air and sunshine. I work best under pressure, and there'll be lots of pressure if I wait till tomorrow. I should start writing now, but if I start writing now when I'm not really rested, it could upset my thinking, which is no good at all.
The name of the rabbit was Peter. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ha!
Down came the staff on his head, smash! And Robin fell like a sack full of lead, crash! The sheriff laughed and he left him for dead, ha! But he was wrong.
35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40.
Just then the arrow flew in wing. It was a sign for the fight to begin. Sing! And then it looked like the sheriff would win, ha! But not for long. Away they ran. Just like rabbits who run a lot, as you can tell from the story of Peter Rabbit, which this report is about.
Rabbits, 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 chasing rabbits!
How did they expect us to write a book report of inequality in just 2 days? How did they expect to make life so miserable and so unfair in so many ways?
poured on Peter Rabbit. Just start
Rabbit,
writing
oh,
bedtime
rabbit,
jokes
oh,
when
rabbit,
things are so
oh,
bad to say. I haven't even started yet. Peter Rabbit.
Here's World War I's flying ace, high over France in his soap with camel, searching for the infamous Red Baron. I must bring him down. Anti-aircraft fire, launching ace, thrust beneath my plane. God, the Red Baron's spotted me! Yeah, you can't get me. Actually, tough flying aces never say yeah. I just, drat this fog! It's hard enough having to fight the Red Baron without having to fly in weather like this. All right, Red Baron. Where are you? You can't hide forever. Ah, the sun is breaking through. I can see the woods of Monson below. And what's that? It's a triplane! Ha! I've spotted you, Red Baron! Ah, he's diving down out of the sun! He's tricked me again! I've got to run! Let's go, Surface Camel, go! Go, Camel, go! I can't shake him! He's riddling my plane with bullets! Curse you! Curse you, Red Baron! Curse you and your kind! Curse you and the evil that causes all this unhappiness! Here's World War I's flying ace back at the Aerodome in France. He is exhausted, and yet he does not sleep. For one thought continues to burn through his mind. Someday, I'll get you, Red Baron!
Oh, yeah? That's what you think? Oh, yeah? That's what you think? Oh, yeah? That's what you think?
What?
That's my new philosophy. Oh, yeah? That's what you think.
Why are you telling me?
What?
Why are you telling me?
Why are you telling me? I like it! That's a good philosophy. Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me? Why are you telling me my new philosophy? That teacher gave a D on last week's homework. She said, Miss Sally Brown, your grades are going down. I could have told her.
Your new philosophy?
My new philosophy. Miss B, I'm she. Look, C. A D. A D. Well, why are you telling me? And that's my new philosophy.
That's your new philosophy.
Why are you telling me? My new philosophy.
That's great, Sally, but I've got to go practice Chopin's Nocturne in B flat minor.
No! I like it. No! That's a good philosophy. No! No! No!
That's your new philosophy, huh?
Yes! I mean, no! It's like a busy bee, my new philosophy. Then things are sure to be a whole lot brighter when life's a dizzy maze on alternating days. I choose a different phrase.
Your new philosophy.
My new philosophy.
Sally, some philosophies are simple. Man does not live by bread alone. Some philosophies are clear.
Leave your message at the sound of the tone.
Some philosophies pick and choose, deciding what goes in it. Some take a lifetime.
Mine take a minute.
But Sally, anything that only takes a minute can't be very lasting. For instance, Beethoven took 2 years to complete his brilliant Ninth Symphony.
No!
I can't stand it.
I can't stand it! I like it! It's like a guarantee. our lives.
This is it! This is the last day! Help me!
Clearly, some philosophies aren't for all people. And that's my new philosophy.
Gang. Now I want this game to be our biggest and best game of the season, and I want everyone out there playing with everything they've got.
Charlie Brown, I thought up a new strategy for you. How about you tell the other team we're meeting them at a certain place only? It isn't the right place, see? And then when they don't show, we'll win by forfeit. Isn't that a good strategy? I don't understand these managers who don't want to use a good strategy.
The thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. Now, I'm sure if we all really grit our teeth and bear down, we can finish off this season with
the other team was trash talking us, Charlie Brown. I got back at him, though. I told him, you guys think you're so great, but Mozart was writing symphonies when he was your age. That really shut him up.
I'll bet it did. If we really grit our teeth and bear down, we can finish off this season with
Perhaps you shouldn't be a playing manager, Charlie Brown. Perhaps you should be a, bench manager.
That's a great idea! You'd be a great bench manager, Big Brother. You could say, bench do this, or bench do that. You could even be in charge of where we put the bench. You could say, let's put the bench here, or let's put the bench there.
I can't stand it.
Why are we playing this game if we know we're going to lose? If there was even a 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, it would make some sense.
Yeah.
Well, there may not be 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure there's at least 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance.
Yeah!
Come on, give me a T. Give me an E. Give me an A. Give me an M. What have we got?
Team!
There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game, and the championship is ours.
Dear pen pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was the manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always, but somehow or other disaster struck at the baseball game. Hello! Break!
Oh, hey, Valentine!
See what I mean? 3 balls, 2 strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve, but somehow he hit it a good, strong clout. Lucy, I hollered, it's coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie and dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by biting a runner and catching the ball with his teeth. Linus caught flies from a 3rd-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had fortitude, no one could argue with that. And 1-1 would win us the game as I came out to bat.
Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown, Charlie Brown. There is no
All
team
right, Charlie Brown,
like the
we're
best
all
team,
behind you.
which is our
sort
team.
of. I mean,
Right
this
here.
kid can't
We will
pitch.
show
He
you
pitches like my
we're the
grandmother,
best
Charlie
team
Brown.
in the
Now,
very little
all you
league
have to
this
do
year.
is bear down,
And
just
in
bear
no
down.
time,
When you
we'll
get
be
big
big
guys,
time
watch me
with the
when
big
I
league
sing.
baseball
God
stars.
bless.
For all we have to do is win just one more game.
And the championship is ours.
2 men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go.
One strike.
Then I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I vowed
should cut him from the team next year.
Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Brown.
I'm sorry to say it right to your face, Lucy, but it's true. You're a very crabby person. I know your crabbiness has probably become so natural to you that you're not even aware of when you're being crabby. You're just that crabby of a person, and you're crabby to just about everyone you meet. Now, I hope you don't mind my saying this, Lucy, and I hope you take it in the spirit that it's meant. But I think we should be open to any opportunity to learn more about ourselves. I think Socrates was right when he said that the first thing of anything in a person's life is know thyself. Well, I guess I've said about enough. Hope I haven't offended you or anything.
Well, what's Socrates got to do with it anyway, huh? Who was she anyways? Did she get to be queen? Tell me that. Did she get to be queen? Did she get to be queen? Who was she anyways? Know thyself, huh?
Hey, Snoopy, you want to help me get my arm back in shape? Now watch out for this one. It's a new fastball.
Excuse me a moment, Charlie Brown, but I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Certainly, Lucy.
Well, I'm conducting a survey to enable me to know myself better. And first of all, I'd like to ask you, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
Well, Lucy,
Your ballots need not be signed, and all answers will be held in the strictest confidence.
Well, still, Lucy, that's a very hard question to answer.
You may have a moment to think it over if you want, or we can come back to it later.
I think I'd like to come back to it, if you don't mind.
This next question deals with certain character traits you may have observed. Regarding my personality, would you say that I am A, forceful, B, pleasing, or C, objectionable? Would that be A, B, or C, Charlie Brown? What would you say to that, Charlie Brown? A, B, or C? What would you say,
Well, I guess I'd have to say forceful, Lucy,
Forceful? I see. Well, we'll make a check mark at the letter A then. Now, would you rate my ability to get along with other people as poor, fair, good, or excellent?
I think that depends a lot on what you mean by get along with other people.
You know, make friends, sparkle in a crowd, that sort of thing.
Oh. Is there a space for abstention?
Certainly. I'll just make a mark at none of the above. Now, this next question deals with my physical appearance. In referring to my beauty, would you say that I am stunning, mysterious, or intoxicating?
Well, gee, Lucy, I don't know. You look just fine to me.
Stunning. All right, Charlie Brown. I think it's time we come back to that first question. On a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as
I remember the question, Lucy.
Well?
51?
51 is your crabbiness rating for me. Very well, then. That about does it, I guess. Thanks for helping with the survey, Charlie Brown. Your cooperation has been greatly appreciated.
It was a pleasure, Lucy. Anytime. Come on, Snoopy.
Oh, wait a moment, Charlie Brown. One more question. Would you answer yes or no to the question, is Lucy Van Pelt the type of person you'd like to have as your president for your club or civic organization?
Oh, yes, by all means, Lucy.
Very well, then. Thank you. Well, who asked you? Now, let's see. 51, none of the above. Schroeder was right. I can already feel myself being filled with a glow of self-awareness. Oh, Sally, I'm conducting a survey, and I was wondering if...
110! See? Poor, no, none of the above. And what are you going to do about that dent you made in my bicycle?
It's amazing how fast of word these surveys get around. Oh, Linus, I'm glad to see you. I'm conducting a survey, and I was wondering if you'd answer a few questions.
Sure, go ahead.
The first question is, on a scale of 0 to 100, using a standard of 50 as average, 75 as above average, and 90 as exceptional, where would you rate me with regards to crabbiness?
You're my big sister.
That's not the question.
Nope, but that's my answer.
Come on, Linus, answer the question.
Look, Lucy, I know that if I give any kind of an honest answer, you're going to slug me.
Linus, a survey that is not built on honest answers is like a house that is built on a foundation of sand. Why would I be spending my time to conduct the survey if I didn't expect complete candor on all responses? I promise not to slug you. Now, what number would you give me for my crabbiness rating?
95?
It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind. Now, I have to add up these columns. There. Now, this gives me my answer. It's true. I'm a crabby person. I'm a very crabby person, and everyone knows it. I've been spreading crabbiness everywhere I go. I'm a super crab. It's a wonder anyone will still talk to me. It's a wonder I have friends at all, or even associates. All I've done is made life miserable for everyone. All I've done is breed unhappiness and resentment. Where did I go wrong? How could I be so selfish?
What's wrong, Lucy?
Don't talk to me, Linus. I don't deserve to be spoken to. I don't deserve to breathe the air I breathe. I'm no good, Linus.
That's not true, Lucy.
Yes, it is. I'm no good, and there's no reason at all why I should keep on living on the face of this earth.
I can think of a few reasons.
Name one. Name one reason why I should keep on living on this planet.
Well, for one, you have a little brother that loves you. I guess sometimes I say the right thing.
Of course it's surprising, but at least Lucy knows that she can't be crabby anymore. Where is everyone? I told them to be here.
You told them to be here.
If we don't rehearse today, we won't be able to sing at the assembly tomorrow.
The assembly tomorrow.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Linus.
Lucy.
Give me that pencil, you blockhead.
No, not until you give me back my crayons.
That's my best pencil, you block... If you don't give me back my pencil, I'll tell Sally what you said about her.
Stop that. We have to rehearse. You're late.
What did you say about me, Linus?
He said...
Lucy!
Stop that.
I'm sorry I'm late, but Snoopy...
Nothing to be sorry about.
What did you say?
He said...
Quiet! Now, remember, this is a mood piece. We must paint a picture with music and words. And concentrate! Ooh. Remember, adagio con brio. Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam, where the deer and the antelope play.
Give me my pencil.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
If you don't tell me what you told Lucy, I'm just going to scream.
Home on the range.
Give me my pencil.
Where the deer and the antelope play.
What are you trying to do? Stifle my
Where
brain.
seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
What pencil?
Oh, give me a land where the bright
Linus, it's just as it
sand flows leisurely down the stream.
Why did you take Sally's pencil?
Where the graceful white swan goes gliding along
What a terrible thing to color. What's an enigma? Never mind. What's an enigma?
What's an enigma?
Hey, he still got my pencil!
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word, and the skies are not cloudy all day.
Well, I don't know, Linus. It looks like an airplane, the way the lights are blinking on and off. Schroeder, is that an airplane or a star?
I think it's a star, although it could be a planet, you know, or maybe even a satellite.
It could be a satellite. I wonder.
Well, we'll never find out by just sitting here.
Where are you going?
I'm going over here to get a better look.
After supper time, I like to come up here and listen to the sounds of the night. But something always seems to be missing. In my opinion, that's exactly what it needed.
I'm so happy. That little red-haired girl dropped her pencil. It has teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. It hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness is finding a pencil.
So is sausage.
Telling the time.
Happiness is learning to whistle.
Tying your shoe for the very first time.
Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band.
And happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is two kinds of ice cream.
Knowing a secret.
Climbing a tree.
Happiness is 5 different crayons.
Catching a firefly, setting him free.
Happiness is being alone every now and then.
And happiness is coming home again.
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Happiness is having a sister.
Sharing a sandwich.
Getting along. Happiness is singing together when day is through. And happiness is those who sing with you.
Happiness is those who sing with
Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too.
For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
Miss Shepherd and Will Perkins and Miss Vi can come down here, that would be great. Here's this. Kylie, can you take one? Can you take one? All right, yeah, that works. Are they coming? I can't see. They better be. That's Miss Shepherd. Ah, she's out in the lobby. Well, someone needs to go get her. She's probably, yeah. I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. So when we heard that we were gonna have a show this year, I think we all didn't believe it, just because of last year and how everything ended so abruptly. So the fact that we were able to have this year is really amazing. And guys, they worked so hard so that we could get to do this. So please give them a round of applause. You all are the best. Miss Vi, here's yours. Here, bring out some more. I can't really stall for Miss Shepherd much longer. Miss Schuler, there you go. Cool, sorry. Is Shepherd here yet? Oh, hey girl. Miss Shepherd, this is for you. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit of a mess too. And Mr. Perkins, all right. So thank you all so much for what you have done. I mean, this has been one of the greatest experiences of our lives to get to do this show, especially the seniors. So Shepherd, the seniors did one smaller extra thing for you. If y'all could bring that out. Yeah, it's not a car. Not in the budget. Oh, gosh. So this is a dogwood tree, and it's caught on the wires. And so it should start to bloom just about every tech week of the show when you think the show is gonna fall apart. But those blooms are gonna be there to remind you that it's gonna be amazing. It always has been under your direction. So just thank you so much. That's just a little something to remember us by. Thank you. So, I think that's the show. I would say go ahead and close the curtains so that I can go cry. Thanks for coming out, guys. See y'all.